Here's why Cardi B is being sued. The plaintiff, Emani Ellis, says that in 2018, Cardi B physically assaulted her, spit at her, cussed her out at a medical facility when she was there for a doctor's appointment.
She was like, this just me, but her up. And I'm just like, I'm so confused because he's like, no, I didn't. I didn't hit you.
Emani is suing for assault, emotional distress, negligence, false imprisonment for $24 million. Cardi says she was there for an OBGYN appointment, and when she came out of the elevator, Emani was the security guard and she was recording her with her phone, and that's why they started yelling at each other. The receptionist from the OBGYN office came out in between them and broke it up, which is why we have this wonderful hamburger clip.
When a courthouse starts looking more like a fashion show than a legal battle, you know something unusual is happening. Cardi B didn't just show up to face charges, she turned the sidewalk into a runway, dressed in a polka-dot suit topped with a massive red bow. Cameras flashed, reporters shouted questions about her pregnancy, and within seconds the story stopped being just about the law. It became about Cardi, her defiance, and the chaos that follows her everywhere.
So first thing first, I want to thank my lawyers, I want to thank the jurors, I want to thank the judge, and I want to thank the respectful press. I really appreciate that. And I want to thank everybody at home supporting me. I know you guys having a little key with the moment, but to be honest with you, I have missed my kids' first day of school today. I missed my kids' last week of school yesterday because of this. And I'm not even playing around. I will, even if I'm in my deathbed, I swear to God, I will say it in my deathbed. I did not touch that woman. I did not touch that girl. I didn't lay my hands on that girl. And with that being said, this time around, I'm going to be nice. The next person to try to do a frivolous lawsuit against me, I'm going to countersue. And I'm going to make you pay.
Cardi didn't walk into court quietly. She arrived. The black polka-dot suit, the oversized red bow, every detail screamed spectacle. The courthouse sidewalk instantly transformed into a catwalk, with paparazzi snapping every angle and fans flooding social media with reactions. But the outfit wasn't the only headline. Reporters circled her like sharks, firing questions that had nothing to do with the case. Are you pregnant? Are you having twins, Cardi? Instead of dodging, Cardi leaned into the moment with her signature sass, responding in a way that left everyone laughing, confused, and talking about her rather than the lawsuit. In that single entrance, she set the tone. This trial wasn't going to be ordinary. It was going to be a collision of courtroom formality and celebrity chaos, and Cardi knew exactly how to play it.
Because this is not okay. I think people have like this misinterpretations of celebrities, like it's like, oh well, we can ask for this and they're gonna settle. You don't work at home and you don't work all day and you don't work for your money to give out your money. So don't ever think that I'm just gonna give you my money that I work hard for. I don't lay in bed all day. I work all day and I work hard for my money, for my kids and for people I take care of. So don't you ever think that you're gonna sue me and I'm just gonna settle and just give me my money. It's not gonna happen. I do also want fans at home though not to find their social media, her family's social media, her social media, and bother her. I hope that this is something that I leave behind, that she leave behind. Don't go bother her. Don't be talking about her. Don't be talking about how she look. Don't call her no nasty names. Let's just put this behind. But I'm giving a warning. I am not that celeb that you're gonna sue and you think it's gonna settle. I'm not gonna settle, especially when I'm super completely innocent. I know I got a little reputation, but I swear to God I'm innocent. I swear to God, like this, like I'm really innocent for real.
By lunchtime, things went from dramatic to downright unpredictable. Reporters, never satisfied with just one headline, pushed even harder, this time throwing questions about paternity into the mix. That's when Cardi snapped. Instead of words, she reached for a marker and tossed it toward the crowd. It wasn't violent enough to cause damage, but it was shocking enough to spark instant debate. Was this a sign of frustration boiling over, or just another unfiltered Cardi moment? Within minutes, clips of the marker toss spread online, fueling memes, TikToks, and arguments about whether she had just crossed a line. What most people saw, though, wasn't just a celebrity under pressure, it was Cardi making the courtroom feel like another stage, where anything could happen at any time. When testimony began, the courtroom expected formality. But Cardi isn't the type to play by the script. On the stand, she let loose with the same raw language that made her famous in her music. F-bombs, sharp clapbacks, and phrases that made the jury shift in their seats. She spoke like Cardi, not like a defendant fighting for millions. Prosecutors pounced on it immediately. They painted her words as disrespectful, telling the court, the defendant came here and used all of this foul language. Their argument wasn't just about what she did, it was about how she carried herself, as if her attitude was part of the crime. For fans watching the trial unfold online, it was classic Cardi, unapologetic, fiery, and unwilling to tone herself down just because of a judge's gavel. But inside that courtroom, every word mattered, and every curse could be used against her. That tension between the unfiltered celebrity and the strict courtroom system was starting to define the entire case. As the trial dragged on, the shine of the spectacle started to clash with the weight of reality. At one point, reporters noted that Cardi looked like she was nodding off, fighting sleep in the middle of closing arguments. For a superstar known for her high energy, the image of her slouched in a courtroom seat felt surreal, like two worlds colliding. But was it exhaustion from the relentless media frenzy or a subtle act of defiance? Some saw it as disrespect, a way of showing she didn't take the proceedings seriously. Others argued it was human, an overworked mother, artist, and celebrity trying to juggle too much at once. The truth is, Cardi's every move was being magnified. A yawn wasn't just a yawn. An eye roll wasn't just an eye roll. In that courtroom, each gesture fed into the bigger narrative. Was she a victim of an exaggerated lawsuit or a superstar who thought she was above the rules? Either way, her demeanor kept fueling the story, and the public couldn't look away. At the center of all the drama sits one jaw-dropping number: $24 million. That's the amount the security guard claims in damages, accusing Cardi of physical assault. To put it bluntly, it's not just a lawsuit, it's a battle over whether a single confrontation could be worth more than some athletes' entire contracts. Cardi, for her part, has denied the allegations fiercely. From the start, she has rejected the idea that she laid hands on anyone in the way described. To her fans, it feels like another example of the price of fame, where every disagreement, every headline, can be turned into a multi-million-dollar payout request. But inside the courtroom, that dollar figure looms large. Prosecutors framed it as justice, a way to hold her accountable. Her defense pushed back, calling it exaggerated, a cash grab dressed up as a lawsuit. The question for the jury wasn't just about whether an assault happened, it was whether the chaos around Cardi's life was being turned into a golden ticket. And outside the courtroom? Social media had already taken sides, arguing whether this was about accountability or about targeting a woman who had built her empire on being unapologetically herself. If the courthouse was a stage, the internet was the audience, and it turned everything into content. Within hours of Cardi's polka-dot entrance, TikTok was flooded with edits comparing her outfit to cartoon characters, holiday wrapping paper, and even runway couture. The marker toss? It became a sound effect on meme compilations. Even her wigs became part of the conversation, with reporters asking, which one is your real hair, and Cardi snapping back, their wigs. But it wasn't just jokes. Fans stitched together courtroom clips with dramatic music, spinning the trial into a soap opera. Others turned Cardi's reactions into GIFs that spread across Twitter, making her facial expressions just as famous as the testimony itself. In a way, the memes overshadowed the seriousness of the case, reducing a $24 million lawsuit into another viral chapter of Cardi's ongoing saga. And that's the strange part. Every scandal, every outburst, only seemed to make her bigger online. The courtroom might have been weighing her future, but the internet was crowning her as meme royalty. For Cardi, even in the middle of legal chaos, the spotlight never fades, it multiplies.